Hey Ren, hi again. Hope you are doing well. We will start again the cast of the set between Argh and Lighty. They are both at 2300 kilo, I think, around that at least. So I will just put down the sound of the music and okay. And we will go fast on the draft because I already analyzed them this morning. So, about the draft. Well, we know that the first match is Vietnamese against Spanish because we casted it. I said that 2P is probably for slopes, but Josh and 2 I think Ethiopians for Moras, Bengalis for Isthmus, and probably Saracen for Frigid Lake. For Lighty, Ghost was really an early pick for Moras, and I don't know what he will do against Ethiopians with Ghost, but well, it's a really early pick for Moras. I think Shu will be against Bengalis maybe, or Shu against... I think against Bengalis I prefer Nka having against Bengalis, so maybe this thing. Frank Sim for slopes and Britons. Well, Britons can be played everywhere, maybe better against Ethiopians than Ghosts, but something like that I think. And let's start fast on the game. Let's go. So Lighty made his town centers really faster than his opponent, so he will have an advantage, an edge against him. But his town center is maybe less well placed than Argh's one. I think Spanish is a bait on this map. I don't sure that Spanish is strong on this map, and because you have only one pile of stun, like that. So you will need to buy 100 stun to make a castle, and then you will need to buy still keep buying your stun to make town centers and everything like that, and you won't be able to use your army advantage with conks to put another castle, to strengthen your advantage. So I think it's not a good idea to play Spanish here. And while Vietnamese is a strong ping everywhere, so it should be strong, and it's a nice pick against Spanish. But we have with Spanish an option to go CA also that we've always forgot because Conk are so good unit. But he can also go CA with Spanish because he has everything but Partian tactics. But he has every upgrade on CA. So he can also choose to go CA early Castle Age. That may surprise Lighty if he's doing something like that. Anyway, Lighty has a slight advantage because his town centers finished faster. So he could collect wood faster than his opponent. So his fishes is going faster also. So he has something like 10 seconds of advantage, but he was outside, so maybe he has less advantage right now. And we said also that maybe the board that should have been, or the elephant that should have been generated here, wasn't generated, or I don't know why. But that seems that Argh have an elephant advantage, you know, because he has 3 elephants closer to his TC, and Lighty has only 2. This one and the one he took here or here, I don't know. Well, I think I have backed on everything that what I've told earlier. So let's now look at the game without, I hope, not the same distraction that we had this morning. Lighty didn't scooted this fish, but he has a nice scooting of his water. Meanwhile, Argh has also a nice scooting of his water, but he has no real lots of fish that are efficient. Lighty has 6 fishes, where Argh maybe have 4 of them. So the Lighty's dock is more efficient than Argh's one. Another lumber camp is done. We may see those. I think I have seen that Argh will put another dog, so it's a greedy fish boom play. And Lighty, for now this is efficient, but won't stay long efficient. When those trees are done, those trees won't be efficient at all, so he will need to switch everything on his main lumber camp, you know. And, well, chopping that tree isn't efficient at all for Argh, so that's a small mistake, but at this level, if you look at this, this field will almost collect as faster as those two that were eating that trees, you know. So it made a huge difference. And we have the second dog for Argh. Okay. Lighty clicked and Lighty put a barrack. So we will have a land play for Lighty. And that won't be a mana town play because he is not taking gold and the barrack is pop late, you know. So we will have a land play, but maybe passive, more passive one, I don't know. Argh is taking back his buffalo and he's clicking right now. So Argh is probably fast castling, you know, with that fish economy. He may be just castling. And Lighty is on one dock only. He's making a Hulk and he's playing scouts. I'm not sure about what position I prefer right now. I think I prefer Argh position on the map because his fast castle won't be denied. What he will do on the castle edge can be denied, but his fast castle won't be denied at all. You know, scouts won't manage to come enough faster to counter it. You know. Second dog for Lighty from the first is a nice choice, you know, because that means that he will have better efficiency, even if he isn't really efficient. He has only 3 fishes close, but he probably will do another one here. Lighty snipe one will. Oh, no loom on Argh, so he's making loom right now, but he get punished by the first scout. That's very well played from Lighty. And the Hulk will. It's a shame that Lighty didn't micro a bit better this Hulk. But with micro, he could just kill them all. Okay, that's a nice because he's hiding so much fish economy right now, so it's nice for Lighty. He loses good, but he's still putting pressure on his opponent. And I think this build should die because he saw it with the Hulk. So he should deny this build. This build should die fast, I think. And Castle Age is clicked by Argh, so what he will do at Castle Age, maybe Knight, because he made a stable, so he will start playing Knight. And as I said, this build is dying. Will die at least. Sayonara, Rose Logoré. Louis, how are you? Yes, well, okay, I don't know yet, but that's nothing too ugly, you know. At RA, we passed a lot of exam to see if there was anything on the A, if there was too much pressure on RAs too, and nothing was how to say that inquiétant, you know. So we are just expecting that. Oh, nice Castle Age timing from Lighty too. We're just expecting that within 2 days the medicine will be efficient. And well, we have another meeting with the vet in 2 days, so we will see what's important at this time. Argh isn't microing, but Argh is making enough damage on fishing economy from Lighty. Lighty isn't defending at all this side. I don't know why. Castle Age timing, and we see 3 knights, but 3 knights, there is no wood upgrade. Wood upgrade is just coming right now. I think that Lighty is in a great positioning. I think we'll just go faster. Oh, he will play Cavalry Archer is a tooth play right now. I don't know why he started like that, but he may start Cavalry Archer, and I think it's a bad choice right now because he can't have Animas with only one, so he's adding another one range. Okay, that's a shame to lose this unit. Yeah, nothing too serious. Well, we hope, you know. We are not sure about it, but we hope. And that third Cavalry Archer. Yes, with the blacksmith will be better, but it will be a bit sloppy. Maybe you want to go also with a monastery instead of, oh, there is a hole, another trap right here, and Lighty is taking too much damage from this. Already 2 losses, 3, and what you see of Argh played well. He just made the first up a forging, you know, first attack up. And that means that a knight will 4-shot a will instead of 5. And that's a huge difference, as you see, because he took 4 wills, and he shouldn't have taken that much without the forging attack. So it was really nice played from him. I don't know why Lighty isn't putting any monastery on the board, on the map. We have a second TC close to the stun, so we will take some stun here, maybe some stun here to put a castle one day. And water is being played by Lighty, but that's War Hulk, Castle Age Hulk against Feudal Age Hulks. So in Hulk War, the +1 attack isn't the forging upgrade isn't efficient at all. But by just going with medium Hulk, War Hulk, you have 25 more HP, so you will have a difference. And Lighty is making some nice raid right now. Sending back. No problem, Lighty. Take a rest, and you can go looking at the replay on YouTube next time when you want, when you will be rested, you know. So we have a Scorpion answer to the CA mass, and the monk answer. Okay. Both players are playing pretty well this map, I think, right now. Lighty is making some nice raids with his CA. 3 more kills. We will have the monk here to start converting units, and maybe take some relics for Lighty. In the water, it's like a statu quo. Or put another dog, so he will add some fishes, but I think both players will just try to defend. Maybe Lighty can make the difference right now with his CA. He just fight with that with the Hulk, and the CA just killing them, and he can take the advantage, but he's not doing it. That's a shame, because he could have really taken a huge advantage on the water fight with his land unit, because Hulk doesn't have pierce armor. They have only one. So CA mass and CA play can just have a huge impact on the Hulk war, you know. But we see that Lighty isn't putting an ETC. He probably sold 100 stun to click and to have a nice timing, but he will need to put some town centers on the map. And they will start to die a lot. But it's a nice micro from Lighty. He has a nice timing. Okay. Well, they have made lots of damage. Lighty should have expanded to the corner too with more dogs, and here with another one dog, you know. I think Lighty is expecting to have some conversion to kill the Scorps, but he could also make one elephant, because he didn't see any monastery from the opponent. So one elephant just could run on the Scorps and kill them all, you know. And the push will be totally aborted if he is doing that. And he can do that just because there is no monastery in front. This monk will die. Okay. And I don't get why Argh isn't making any monastery, because he has now missionaries that are mounted monks that can take relics back, you know, and faster than regular monks. They benefit also of cavalry techs, like Esbandry and Woodlines, you know, and that means that this is a strong support unit to have with your knight group, you know. You can convert, that can play, and that's hard to kill, because with the correct upgrade they have something like 65 HP, I think, with Bloodlines and Sanctity. So it will be a nice addition for Argh, but he's not making it, so it's a bit a shame for him, you know, because, well, when you use a civilization, you want to use your advantage as much as you can, and the raids are bothering him a lot. Lighty made knights instead of going to made or converted them, I don't know. Probably made them because they have no +1 attack. And well, I would like to drop a castle to protect him. Well, a castle here, I think, but he cannot right now because there is such a massive lead of CA mass and no monks to convert the knights from Lighty. So the knights from Lighty are making the difference right here. Okay, he's back, and now we should drop his castle, his defensive castle here, Argh, and he has ballistic. So a defensive castle here will cover all this area, and you will be able to take gold easily, to take wood easily, and maybe have some farming economy safe. I think it will be a nice play, and it should refresh his camp, you know. As we said, having one X of this 1x4 from your lumber camp is each X is 10% efficiency less. So those villas should be not 60. They are 4x away, so they have 60% of efficiency, you know. So you really need to refresh your camp because this ville is less effective than a Dark Age ville. It's 20% less effective than a Dark Age ville, you know. So you can't have this, and I think that's why you know there are some players that are not fond of economic upgrade, but they compensate by correctly refreshing their camp to have overall the same activity, the same efficiency than someone that is making his economic upgrades. But it's easier to make your own eco upgrades instead of going like that. Oh, Lighty, you are not on it. Oh. The micro is really nice from Argh. He's really well targeting the cavalry archers. If only he had some more monks, he could have totally cleaned the spot, and his castle would have popped really easier than that. But Lighty lost almost everything, and he lost also the water. So he need to stabilize economically, you know. I think he bought this castle. He just started to take this stone and didn't have taken this one, so I think he bought all the stone for this castle. And we're looking at Rams. Why playing Rams when your opponent is going on full knights and siege? Rams are kinda efficient if you are in a well, if you have some great unit melee range, okay, infantry range, okay. But if the opponent is doing his own melee units, and if he has 2 mangonels behind, well, they are not behind the castle, so that's why he may answer them. And yeah, the two elephants will make the difference. And because there is no monk close to the siege, he may just kill all the mangonels and just back after that. And he's sending the rams and the... He's sending the rams and the bombers. Will the castle fall back? I think the castle will be destroyed by Lighty on this move, because the castle didn't targeted the bombers, and because there is no unit left to defend it, because the elephant push made the difference, and that's because Argh didn't play with enough monk and missionaries, you know? Could have made more. And the Imperial timing will have no use for Argh, especially if Lighty is making more elephant, and if Argh isn't playing any monks. Lighty should target this monastery as fast as he can. He didn't see it, that's why he didn't target it. But this monastery is the thing that can make him lose the game, because monks with block printing can be really a pain in the ass on this kind of matchup. And Lighty will boot and drop a castle, I think right here. Yeah. I don't really like this castle because this goal is over and he's not taking any advantage. If he wanted to drop an offensive castle with his vision, I would have dropped here, you know, because to say, yeah, I have the military advantage, I can drop you a castle on your base totally, you know. And this castle is not not useful. I think it's not a good, it's not a bad castle, but it's not a good castle neither, you know. But care for Lighty, because he can go when the plateboarding armor will be done. Oh, he's giving all his knights right now. Protect this TC. Yeah, that's not the move you have to do. And monks are really game changer here. This monk has converted the knights with scaleboarding armor and cavalier. And elephant are making a really great job here. Maybe Lighty should have teched Shatra, but I think, yeah, Argh will try to counter-attack to make the difference, because he can't really contest the defense here. Oh. And yeah, for Lighty, I think making Shatra is a good move here. But he will be attacked on his food economy. So yeah, he is making a castle to defend it. That's a nice castle, a nice defensive castle, but he already bought so much sun, I think. But there is no defense left, so well, he can. And monks are really game breaker on this game. The monks just make all the damage, mitigate all the damage that the knights are making. I think Lighty is winning this game because of the monks, and because Argh didn't make any monks, you know, any missionaries, any monks. Yeah, nice game from Lighty. Also, as we've seen it, Argh didn't really focus on the fish economy. Could have made more docks, you know, expand docks, expand fish economy a bit more. But I think the main weakness of his play is the lack of missionaries. With missionaries, the game could have been totally different. And, well, I hope he won't make this mistake again for him, but it was a nice first game. So Uh, just putting the next game and we will talk about the draft. The next map will be Frigid Lake. And on Frigid Lake, so it's a win for Stranded. Vietnamese won against Spanish. I think still think Spanish is a bad idea on this map, at least for a traditional play. I'm not sure about it, but maybe a Monk Rush with you drop a castle, you make some conch, you know, then you take Inquisition, and with Inquisition, Missionaries and Monk Rush, maybe it can be a good play, a good pick. But doing it, playing it as usual, I'm not sure that's the correct play, okay? So we will have Frigid Lake, and I was expecting Shu against Saracens, and I think both player make, at least gave me wrong, because it will be Incas against Jurchen. And I don't know why Jurchen on this map. I don't know. Incas too. Well, Incas yes, because Inca you can play it and go with early barrack to deny the fishing here. But well, Anka, I can't see why Lighty suit about Anka on this map if he's dark rushing, you know? And I'm not sure that he is dark rushing. Is he taking the ball fast? Okay, he's taking the ball fast. And I don't know why Jurchen, because maybe for mobility, because you have really great scouts, and because your meat doesn't decay, I don't know, paying scout. But I think oh yeah, no, Incas have cheaper slinger, so maybe Fire Lancer can't be contested by slinger. I'm not sure that Slinger have bonus damage against gunpowder units, so Grenadier can be really hard to counter for Lighty, I think, because Slinger can't counter it. He has just to play Skirms against Grenadier, and then the transition is quite easy, so maybe we will see a fast castle from Argh and a Grenadier Pillai. But he needs to fish. 3 fishes are always reliable, efficient, I don't know how to say that. Because if you are making them fast, the 3 fishes will take the salmon and will force an investment from Lighty, you know, on the water. So if you fast castle, you need to fish and to dock and to fish a bit, at least to force investment from your opponent, you know. And we are seeing a dock on the mid. Does the player have scouted? Yeah, I think the dock from Argh should have been there. Collect a bit gold also in the safe place from the dock. And Lighty just saw the gold and didn't saw any fishes, but tried to collect the dock. So Lighty isn't playing as I thought. I was expecting to see more champions to contest the docking, you know, and contest everything on land, because I think this map is really vulnerable. I don't know the map. Champions can explain, no, not explain, express themselves better, you know, on this kind of map. But you need to give up some early objective like docking, and but put some pressure and to apply some pressure and contest the mid, and and your opponent that is making lots of wood income to fish, if he's contested on the dock positionment, you know, it can be really really punished in his macro. But there is a lot of wood income. We may see a dock here and fish boom in this area. That will be insane, I think. No, so we are seeing another dock here. Okay, but I don't know how we will click and when it will click. But we are, I think we are fast castling for Argh. And again, this dock position, I don't like it. And we're making more champies, good. So we will see probably Champy at arm, Champy runner engage at the feudal age. And Lighty didn't make any mining camp or settlement close to the gold. He's taking his gold right from the middle. It's a nice play. And he's scouting with his fishing ship to see maybe where the economy is. And the other fish are. There is 7 fishes, 8 fishes. That's so much on this map, I think. And aggression will be at Lighty side. He will have maybe 2 fires before his opponent will have the will launch first. I think when you see 8 fishes, you have to start fires. He's not. He is wanting to go champion at arms on the wood. I think that's a mistake. He saw 8 fishes. He should have been more aggressive, you know. And Hulk isn't aggressive enough on this kind of settings. I think you have to open 2 fires and then going on galley, because your opponent, once he will be at feudal age, he will start by making Hulks to counter your fires, you know. Oh, and we have champion at arms plus 1 death upgrade. Okay, that can be huge. That can make some damage. Oh, there is a heal, I think. That's why he's not making a lot of damage. That's a 2 villager kill, a 3 villager kill, 4 villager kill maybe. No, it's only 3. But he's still open, and Lighty can make more and more and more champions. And now the Hulk is coming and with a fire, but a bit late, and Lighty has only 1 dock, so he will lose his water control. So he will need to take to put another settlement on gold right now. And he will lose all his fishing economy. So what will he do now? Now that he's cut from the gold. I don't know who is in the better spot right now. I would think that Jersen is in the better spot, but he didn't have made more docks. And he will click Castle Age. We'll see a step lancer Castle Age timing that will be huge. Once the market is done, he will click Castle. That's so fast. The 8 fishes carried carried a lot, I think. And what can you do with Incas against steps? Okay, that was a nice try to read. And as Incas, you have only Kamayuk that can deal against steps, but Kamayuk needs castle. Kamayuk needs a lot. So I'm not sure at all about what can he do. He's making some orchard, but that seems late. And champions are still raiding. That's a nice move from Lighty. But once he will be in the Castle Age, I think that it will make him feel strange because he's so far from Castle Age. Okay, trying to defend the dock with archers. That can work if both archers are fighting. That's another villager kill, okay. And Scout are sent in front to kill probably the 2 archers. And now that is Castle Age. We'll see steps. But we only have 1 stable, we don't have blacksmith, so upgrade aren't coming in, you know. And Lighty is rushing on market to click castle as fast as possible. He will try to wall here, but he will get punished on this wall, I think. Okay, he saw the step lancer, so he knows that what against is what he's fighting against, you know. He will try to click. A second tower, but care about overshopping like last time. He's not paying so much attention, and this start to be not reliable at all because they are making so much, they are running so fast, so far, you know. Okay, he saw it, but he still didn't see the hole, I think. And we will have a step that saw the hole. That will come here and be really annoying. Oh, now we saw the hole, but will he contest? Will he get on this? I'm not sure about it. Okay, siege workshops. And oh, Argh didn't saw the hole. So he's fighting. Oh, Lighty is living his best life right now just because of that. He could have lost 4 wheels, at least 4 wheels. And he's not losing anyone. And okay, there are some defensive, how to say that, an enclos. I don't know the correct word. This spear is making so much damage, and you get 1. Okay, that's micro dwell. Lighty is holding so much and hiding well. Okay, take care because they have 1 range, so they can contest if you are just and the first rocket cat will be hard to kill also because later you will only have archers. And he's far from going on Kamayuk or anything like that. So Lighty will need to go on the... Yeah, I'm not sure Argh wants to stay here. Argh is applying a correct pressure on Lighty. I'm not sure that Lighty will manage to defend. He will need to go on fast siege workshop. He will need to go into fast monastery and maybe some slingers. I think slingers can be a correct answer because they will have bonus damages against rocket carts. They will have damage, not great damage, but at least a little damage on the steps. So bad that there is no veil to contest here. To repair, I would wanted to say, but well. The turret is down, and yeah, this siege workshop is very late for Lighty. But those spears are winning time for Lighty, so it's quite nice. Okay. Maybe Slinger was a nice answer, because Slinger, even if they have one less attack damage, they can counter siege, and steps are less tankier than knights, you know. And I think the Slinger could have been the correct move, but Lighty food economy is really bad, so maybe Slinger with that economy wasn't possible, you know. And Argh is very smartly trying to push another way, and could be hard for Lighty. Even he's making lots of damage with his archer. He didn't need to take all his archer, only 4 I think will be enough to make damage here. And because of that, he can't really defend, and he's losing also so much in defense. And yeah, he has no monks, so he's trying to make a straight base, but he will lose the trade base, you know. The monk will die on the scopes. Oh! Conversion? So nice, conversion. That's... yeah, he's microing here, so he can't micro everywhere. The archers are totally worth it. They have made so much damage. Can Lighty remove the push? He isn't looking at this monk. Well, he had two conversions, that's totally worth it. He should have just killed them. Try to kill them at least. He haven't pushed. And he made so much damage. And he's going on archery range. To add more crossbow maybe. And not to play Slinger because of his economy and his food economy that is terrible. But Argh is already on 3 TCs. Like he's trying to drop his second, but this build will be probably deleted. not deleted, but microed. And with steps here, you can make so much damage. But there is a tree here, so we can go for here. The monks are really a pain in the ass of Argh, and that's two great conversion. Lighty is making so much great moves. He's making a lot of great moves, but he's losing at the economic fight, you know? And the monk have no face, so they can't convert. Okay. I think Lighty wants to drop a castle, maybe here, and then farm and get some gold from the castle, and goes into a Kamayuk play maybe? Kamayuk against step are huge, but you need to have an economy to do that. And we don't see any demos proposed, but demos should have been a nice addition in the docks to prevent Lighty from going totally on the water and trying to contest this zone, because this is a nice part of Argh economy. And Lighty took back 2 relics. Yeah, he took back 2 relics. They were their way to home. And those archers will be cleaned and contested, like this Mongodal will be cleaned. The only thing that it can do is a nice ground attack, maybe another one, but it's everything, and I think that he will take fields. Yeah, that's the move. Nice micro from Argh too. How we could do that without Kamayuks? I don't know. And the castle was made here, and I'm not fond of this castle. Some fishes were killed, and the fish trap too, that's a nice move. And Lighty should go on Kamayuk, but he doesn't have any farm economy safe, and this castle doesn't help him to have space to farm, you know. This castle just protect him, but he has already a tower and town center, so he didn't need a castle that close. I think he should have been here as a castle. That's too nice conversion. We have taken 1 relic, we have another one here. And Lighty has 3, I think. 1 here and 2 here. Okay. Lighty will need another town center, probably to save a bit more his farm economy, but he's not making it. And we have a ram push, and still no Kamayuks. When you are making spears, that means you can make Kamayuks, you know. And Kamayuks are... well, Kamayuks doesn't fear steps, because they have also 1 range. So in a patrol, Stoneground patrol fight, Kamayuks just rape totally those step lancers. And oh, this is a The imp timing will be huge. Redemption Monk will try to convert the rams. Well, you get one conversion. The monk may have another one here. We will see Iron Pagoda, but Iron Pagoda also die against Kamayuk. The only thing that win Kamayuk for Jershon are maybe CA with Hamas, but Kamayuk's did trade kinda well at the Imperial Age, but CA is a nice call, and Grenadiers, no? And maybe also a rocket cart, you know, because your rocket cart can focus further away, you know. Oh, that's so bad, we have no conversion here. Lighty stonewalling, that's a nice move. But he should have stonewalled also here. Okay, so we will have another clean from Argh. Lighty will try to go into a corner, but with the step you are less sensitive at corners, you know. Lighty is totally cleaned. Still no Kamayuks, but now we need to go to Imp to contest fire step lancers with with plate boarding, but he won't have any way to contest that, and because he's not fully walled, he may just experience trouble in trying to get Imp and won't managing it. Also, he have no more golds right now because if this castle didn't protect it, this gold, and this gold is far from home. He can't decently go to this gold because he will just be cleaned by the step army, you know. So he's forced to play Halberders, I think, but they will be kinda hard to play, and I'm not sure that he will manage to survive enough to clean this army. Yeah, GG. Well played from Argh. I'm a bit disappointed that Lighty didn't try to go on Kamayuk against that what Argh was making him, you know. But well, it was a nice second game too. Players are playing very decently, I think. So Argh won the Frigid Lake map with Jershon against Ankas. So we will see probably a Morass map, and Morass I was expecting Goth against Ethiopians, and I was right. Let's go on that. So, hey Elinor, how are you? Hello bro, that's a young dad too. And how is your son, Elinor? Okay, so Lighty is playing Goth, he's making fast loom. I expect Lighty to go with to a fast barrack and try to deny the water from here. Oh, that's cute. I hope that you are sending Tal's some message to Tal, you know, to I tell him that my son is sleeping, and what about yours? So Lighty started by not a fast barrack but a lumber camp with a more traditional build order than we saw on this map, and so Argh does. No players are playing the mid right now, and if I don't see a barrack fast from Lighty, I think that's a mistake. And I don't know what the player will do. We see a barrack, a house, so we may see a mill on the mid after that for Argh. He bring back a deer from really far. So I think Lighty is trying to check. He's betting a 5th wheel on the wood, so he will add a barrack as soon as possible. And he will try to contest the fish economy, I think. But he's not seeing that his opponent is taking any fishes right now, but he saw the houses, at least. So he knows that his opponent is here, and if he needs to rush, he will see here, you know? And yeah, the barrack is spawning. And I think the 5th wheel on wood is for going fast after that on the middle, to have some wood, some nice wood income to keep massing militias. And the barrack is made as a second battlement for Argh to click. Does Lighty see it? No, he didn't see it yet. Now he sees it. Will he try to deny it? Yeah, he should try to deny it. I don't know why he didn't try at least. And we have 5 wheels, 6 wheels at the mid. 1 wheel that I are making is travel, you know, from the gold mining camp, or from the gold mine, I want to say. And I think Lighty just is asking himself what the fuck my opponent is doing, because he's not taking any water. I just made a rush without the availability to deny all his play, so I think he will try to take the houses, and then when he will have some more mana militias, he will try to fight. That's because you like the music, Elinor? Don't lose your scoot, Lighty, don't lose your scoot. No. That was a bit greedy. But at least it doesn't lose any militias. So... Oh, he didn't have clicked? What happened for Argh? I think he could... He thought he would have enough food without making a mill to click. But he forgot that on this map you have 4 sheep less than usual, you know? So he forgot that, and the mill absence make him not being able to click faster. That's a huge build order mistake from Argh, and he is getting punished on that because he has almost 1 minute of idle TC, and he's just starting to fish here, but he needs to care because if he shows to Lighty that vills are coming from this area, Lighty will think about it, and he will just try to contest that zone. Lighty is trying to micro. There is no one under the TC, so he can just keep going and try to dive under the TC because there is no one under the TC. And he should know that on this map, it's like on Frigid Lake. On Frigid Lake, it's quite hard to defend because you need to... You can't have veils under your TC. And on this map, until... If you don't put any farms, well, you have no one under TC2 probably. We have a fast archery range, okay. A fast blacksmith, we will have a fast fletching upgrade. And I think Lighty is not targeting the area he should target. I think if I were him, I will just hit a building and keep my opponent wasting wood, you know. Because if you prevent your opponent from having wood... Oh, this will die. Lighty may know it and can contest it. No, he won't contest it. Oh, he managed to wall it. Well played. And that's costly, you know. Oh. He's scooted with this militia, the mill, so he may want to focus it with his militia. Yeah, he's trying to focus it with militias. And there is only one archer with fletching that can contest the wall. So he will have to go for that to kill the fish, and Lighty just hit feudal. He's clicking man at arms. He's making a blacksmith, and he will just play more and more infantry, and he will contest this area, you know. And his opponent won't be able to contest, I think, and to... Lighty will really need an archery range. Oh, this archery range can be denied. The Vil has only 4 HP. He could have tried to hit here. Hi, Andao. Well, my dog is... I think fine. We didn't found anything on with all the exams we passed to her to see if she had anything in the eye, you know. So, well, she's at home, but we look at her, and if in 2 days there is nothing different, well, we have another meeting at the vet to check on more and more. So for now it's fine, it's okay, but I hope it will stay okay, and she will have a nice reaction to medicine, you know. And Lighty fast castle? Wow. That fast castle is huge, and if he's able... I think he will need to add a tower somewhere, because he can't really contest that, and he needs the fish. So he should add some towers, but if he's going to castle in a nice spot... Why the gate is holding so much? When I have a gate, usually it fall faster, you know. But yeah, he will need some towers. Lighty should not be greedy, you know. Just put 2-3 towers, 1 here maybe, and 2 here to protect his fish economy, and he would just go castle age. Maybe his castle will pop a bit later, but with his card, he will just clean the game, I think. When Argh is doing anything he can to clutch the game through the age. There is always a hole in Lighty wood lane. If you play against Lighty, know that he will always leave a wall, a hole, sorry. Market, he will buy his stone maybe. I think he would need his castle faster. So he's buying stone maybe. He will drop the first a town center, I think. He puts so much wood and no town centers? No, he's just making another lumber camp, a better one. And Argh is fearing the castle with his cars. Oh, thank you, Ando. Really thanks, many thanks, mate. I appreciate it. I am not choosing the sieve that you have on the draft. It's the bot choose it automatically. He makes a random, a random between numbers, and numbers are representing. I really hope you will have them, Then we have a town center here. I dislike this town center. Lighty should have made here because his opponent is here with his army, so there is so much space, so he can't be here and here, So he could have just leave here to drop his TC, and he will have a safer drop. And now we see the light cav mass, but light cavs can't contest his calls, Lighty would just make his infantry upgrade and he will clean everything like here. He needs a more attack upgrade than defensive one, but defensive ones are worse against light cavs, but are useless against Archer, because Archer Castle Age will hit at 7 and he already has 6 base defense. I don't remember UTC with Ravidians. That's a stun ground patrol. He's losing so much, but Lighty didn't have the mass to contest everything, so should just have waited. Fish Central and Wood, yeah. Well, that's where you should drop a TC on this map, And Lighty is farming because he didn't put a town center here, so he didn't protect more fishes, so he has to farm a bit. And almost all scouts are killed. And when all scouts will be killed, this card will melt all the archers. Because they are making the same damage right now that they will make after. So Lighty doesn't have to focus them especially. He should focus more light cavs, because if there is some light cav and night upgrade, it will be more hard to counter, At least one must have the other near corner on the map. Like this, you can find so much greedy in the corner. Well, it depends, but there is some nice positioning, like here, with some fishes, some gold, some hunt, and wood protection, you know? That could be nice too. But you have at least, yeah, to have one on the middle of the map, I think. And now there is knights. And Lighty, who could have an easy win, is because he was impatient. He may just lose his timing, you know. But he's right. He's far better in the game, and well, I dislike this castle. I think this castle has no use, and is that he should just go on this area. I don't know why he's not going on this area. The monk is here, but there is 2 light calves. That's unfortunate for Lighty, and this castle is terrible, and he knows it. Lighty should go with attack upgrade instead of defensive one. I should continue playing Infantry Scream and then up them to level 3 and spam. Well, I'm not sure schema are useful here. You should just have gone with Uskarl and Pikes, you know, seeing all the cavalry he had. Pikes and Uskarl will is really hard to counter when you have a mass, you know, because when you have a mass of he won't be able to focus each pike, because before the pike will have any, how to say that, well, the pike will still make damage. He won't be able to counter. Hi Hodin, how are you? I'm casting in English because Argh is American, I think, so I'm trying to cast to make him understand what I'm saying. And this castle, well, is also a bad castle because, well, it protects anything. I really don't like the castle positioning, you know, from Lighty. Forging is made, okay, that's a nice upgrade. Nice conversion from the monk. And really, Lighty should just add some pikes, and he's not adding any pikes. And I don't know why he's not adding any pikes, you know. And this is a terrible fight for Argh, because he fights under the castle, and even if he kills everything that Lighty had, without that TC, that will be contested quite fast. And yeah, now Lighty is adding Pikesmen, and Pikesmen will make the difference, you know. Uskarl Pikes are better than Knight Archer, usually. And only one knight can just deny all these vills. Town center here, okay. Would prefer it here. And I don't know why Argh is so passive with his knight. He's just eating buildings since a long time. And it's just making Lighty to have to win enough time to have a proper counter, you know. And when the counter will be in, he will just die. The knights are here. Lighty should spot it. And he just needs to go here with his army, Lighty. Now he has the advantage. And now we will see a nice Ethiopian counter to Pike's Uskarls with Shotel. But he needs that castle goes up, and Lighty doesn't see it, so it's a nice castle, and he really needs it to spawn. Hi Nicole, how are you? That's a really nice castle, and we'll see in shuttles. And shuttles are, I think, shuttle warriors are a nice counter to actual. Oh, that was huge. A second castle, okay. So, what should Lighty do? Lighty have not really a better economy. Argh did really a really nice boom also. Lighty is losing this game, but I don't know how. Argh was so passive with his army, but Lighty took so much bad fights. And the KD is making the difference, I think. But we'll have a name timing, but everything will be cleaned here. Hotels are making so great work in this fight. And Lighty should go imp. And what? Go hand cannoneers? But maybe just Shotels are nice against Castle Age unit, but they are kinda weaker against full champions. So maybe the play for Lighty is going on full champs right now and trying to snowball with an early mass of champions before Argh's Imperial Age with and can click elite Shotels, you know. But I think Lighty will go on hand cannoneers instead. And hand cannoneers that can be hard to play hand cannoneers against that. Oh, there is a hole still. And we can see that players are so occupied by fighting that only Argh took relics, but he took so much relics already. 4 relics. He's taking the 5th. Argh is winning this game, and wow. Lighty was so well in this game. I don't know how he lost it, but he's losing it. And yeah, we will see hand cannoneers and pikesmen. Wow, I don't really like it. I'm sure that Ghost champion were maybe the better call here. The point in Candoneer is that they have so much overkill, and if they overkill under a shuttle warrior, it's really easy to overkill because with 2 shots of hand cannoneers, you kill a shuttle, you know, because you are hit in 27 plus 10 against infantry, so 27. 27 per hit, and you have 4 defenses, so that made 23, and so you have so much. So easy to kill shuttles with hand cannoneer. It's so easy to overkill, you know, and overkills are the best danger, you know. The best risk. That's a nice rewarding from Lighty. But you really need Elite Shotel. Elite Shotel boosts not only the Shotel but also the time to produce, because before you had an upgrade, I don't know how to say, instead of Royal Ears, you had an upgrade that increased Shotel Warrior productivity. Not productivity, but production speed. And now this upgrade is in the Elite Shotel upgrade. So Elite Shotel is really important if you want to play, and especially if you want to play against a ghost that can spam a lot with perfusion, and you have so not many castles. Elite Shotel is the better move, you know. And we'll see instead heavy scorps. And I don't know what to think about it. I can't say that's a correct move. But if Lighty just add some use cards in it, maybe less good, you know. And as you see, the 7 are hitting at every time the same Shotel, so there is so much overkill. Yeah, the 10 hand cannoneers, you know. And I don't know why Lighty isn't adding just one bombard cannon to try to counter a bit more the scorp, you know. And I'm not sure about this fight yet, but Lighty is trying to have a hand cannoneer mass and over spam with mid shield to manage to kill all the scorp. But he will really need a bombard cannon, and he will really need all his upgrade because they are so weak. Total, they have only 45 HP. So if you are making 2 damage instead of 1, it's already huge on Shotels, you know. And we see Torsion and Giant to upgrade the radius damage from the Scorps. The area of effect of the attack of the Scorpions. That's a really good upgrade, but really expensive, you know. Oh, there is a hole, there is a hole, there is a hole. And without any siege, Lighty can't contest that. He can't answer to that. But some Elitus cards will have 12, I think, if I remember correctly. 12 pierce armor. So Scorps will only hit them at 3 damage. So with Elitus cards, he can mitigate Scorps damage, you know, by adding them in his composition. And it seems that he will do it. That's a nice play if he's making it. It's a really nice play. And we have Elite Shotel in front. And Elite Shotel is also a nice answer to what Lighty is doing. So you win with Elite Shotel, you win one hit more from hand cannoneers. Lighty should use his bombard cannon right now to start countering the trap push. I think he will. And he may be may do so much damage here. Oh, Lighty. Lighty, please. Lighty, please. Oh. They are still... Oh, they have only 10. So it's 5 damage. 5 damage is a lot. And yeah, if he's managing to have Huskarls going from all the side, he can kill this mass. And he will also need maybe a Vil that is making barracks to send some Huskarl in the base. That was a nice shot, and the trap killed, but that was a so nice shot. It's a really beautiful game. I don't know what you think, guys, about it, but I really enjoy this game. Both players are doing are playing well, insanely well, I think, and it's really fun to watch, you know. It's a close game and players are playing closer. And the Scorp mass is done now. He's killed. So he has to reprod it, but to reprod it costs really lots of gold. And Lighty can raid from everywhere right now. And what can you do? Oh, Huskarl on this could have been a disaster for Argh. But Argh is making so much Shotel raids that are insane too. And Lighty is raiding from here too. And Lighty is losing so much economy, and he has no more gold access, you know, because there were his gold was here, and he was getting cut off his gold. So he's trying to take this one, but he lost so much in this raid, and I think Lighty is dead because of the raid and of the Shotel raid, you know, and because with Ghost, yeah, I agree with that. That's why he called the GG, and that was so well played. This game was well played from Argh, I think. That was really interesting to see. And this raid just ends the game because he managed to kill 2 castles, I think, if I remember correctly, right now. He killed 2 castles and cut absolutely Lighty off gold. And then off his main economy here. And he lost something like 60 Vil, or a bit more than 60 Vils. That was a huge play here from Argh. And Ghost's main weakness is that they have no stone walls, and you can't protect your base efficiently from raid, you know. So you try to do your best with castle, etc. But it's always a weak way to wall, you know. Shotel were insane. It was a nice move. Well played from both player, and we will go on the game 4. And the game 4, so Ghost lose against Ethiopians. And the game 4 will be on probably Isthmus, I think. And on Isthmus, we will have Shu against Bengalis. let's see this. If you have any question about the game, about what the thieves do, or where are the strengths and the weaknesses of the thieves, feel free to ask, guys. You know that I can and will answer you gladly. So this map is about controlling water, but the center too, because there is a few wood lines on the map, and often the map is played on wood, you know. But this goal from Lighty is terrible because he's behind the wood line, so he won't be able to secure it faster. So Lighty has 1 gold in the back, and Argh is 2 gold or forwards, you know. And on this map, so water control is important because you have some gold on water, but you have also this stone, because you have so little stone on your side. You have only 5 piles of stone, so you can put at least two castles. And if you want more stone, you will need to win water and to land here to drop a mining camp. So it's a very complicated map to play, but I enjoyed it a lot. Well, I am terrible playing it, but I enjoy it, you know. I think that Argh seems to have well understood water meta map, you know, and I think he will make a build order with a lot of fishes, and I think Lighty will be more aggressive on the land, especially with Shu. But maybe I'm mistaken. Lighty is searching where to put his dock. Argh will put his dock here. Okay, so both player will take each a side, you know, a water side. Argh stayed here in case of Villain. And now he will scout his side to see if Lighty is docking on the same side than him. And if so, he will have different plan and game plan than just than if he is on the other side, you know, because if Lighty isn't here, he will be able to put another dock probably here and have a huge fish boom, and then he just have to contest this area from Lighty to prevent him from docking, and just he will have all the control of this side of the map. And if Lighty isn't making the same thing in his side, but Lighty couldn't scoot it, well, not couldn't, but didn't have scooted it, so he may not be able to do the same thing. And so Lighty is making an early dock on this side too. So this will contest a bit the water play from Argh. And Argh fields are not shopping the correct trees. He should really optimize this, because without optimization of the wood income, you know that this field could have been here and I call 10 or 15% faster, and at his level that's something that start to have a really huge impact, you know. So he really needs to handle better his lumberjacks. But we have only 3 fishes with 2 lumber camps. I think he should check on his build order, because his build order is maybe not as good as it should be, you know, because his second dock is very late, and he will, by making his second lumber camp that early, well, he is accumulating wood, and the wood accumulation, well, it's something that he doesn't have. Is something that you don't want to have when you are playing on a water map. You know, you want to use your wood on fishes. And Argh makes so lot fishes on this side. And if Lighty is just making another dock here, he can contest it, but did he see that where his opponent is? No, he didn't see it. And his will will be contested here by the scout, so he needs to bring it back, I think. Or at least to put his scout close to it, but if he's doing so, he will have less scouting. My girlfriend is making me afraid because she's looking at the eye of my dog, and was looking, I don't know how to say that, inquiète in French it's called. And well, after that she said, oh, okay, it seems okay, so. Yeah, coucou ma princesse. So we will have a fast castle Shu against a fast castle Bengalis. No, Bengalis will play water on the Shu side. And he's also making a Hulk on the other side. So Bengali will play full water when Lighty will go fast castle. And what will be the play for Lighty? I think he will drop 2 siege, war chop forward, and go with ram. Mangonel and his unit unique, you know? Or not. I'm not sure about it. Yes, my princess, you're so beautiful. I am not seeing any forward wheels. Except maybe this one, but this one will be intercepted by the scout, so this one will die. Or not, because Argh isn't on it. Hopefully for Lighty. And I was really thinking about a hole-in, but he's not making a hole-in, it seems. But he sold this turn, so he should go all-in. And he's making them at home? Why? Why make them at home when you could have made them forward? Because you let a Bengali time to make 2 monasteries home with a lot of monks and a redemption, and you would just die by doing that. I don't know why. This is they are home. They should have been here, you know. And that's why Argh is fearing, you know, because bring back his scout to check where the siege are, you know. He's scouting the middle of the map, trying to say to search for the Wild, and there are no Wilds. And Lighty is going on War Chariot that costs unit that costs food and gold, and that replace Scorpions. Lighty should delete these houses, you know. And I think that Argh will see them. Oh, that's unlucky. That's terribly unlucky. And Lighty can be terribly lucky if he's scouting this. Lighty, the castle will go. So we will see some Ratas to counter the War Chariot. And even War Chariot will help on the Hulk War. So Lighty will win this side of the water. And if he's paying attention, he will still win this side. He can win this side too. But I'm not sure about War Chariot against Ratas. You know? I'm not sure at all. Against Ratas in range mode, okay. Yeah, I am sure about it. Come on, Lighty, pay attention. Okay. But against Ratas in melee mode, I think Ratas will destroy the War Chariot, maybe. But with them, he won the Hulk War, and he would just counter this and kill this fish. And that's a huge eco lead for him on this side, even if he's losing this one. And as you see, he's trying to win this side also. He will have a monk to convert. And if Lighty manage to do well, okay, so Ratas, well, they are doing quite fine against. In melee mode, they are doing quite fine. Lighty should just defend. But I still don't see any monks for Argh, and monks I think are the best answer that he could find against that. And now Lighty that he won a side, he needs to make other docks and then go on the other island with one transport ship. He made it, one here. Okay, to take... Why he made one transport ship here? You think there is relic on the island? And oh, the mangonel shot. We miss a great fight for Argh here. And... He needs to make a transport ship go on this on the island, put some docks, and from those docks he can fish boom and have a really safe food income and economic income, you know. And I think he's not good doing it. Lighty, what are you doing with your chariot? Oh, this is a converted Rata, so the converted Rata will take the mangonel. The two units are looking the same way, you know, so it's quite hard to differentiate them. But they have totally another use. What Lighty have taken is two relics on this side. You have taken one, he's taking another one here. I don't know why he's trying. He may want to try this, to take this one. It seems that there is one relic that didn't generate well, no? Because you are supposed to have one here and one here, and Lighty is supposed to have one here and one here, and this one he have taken it. But it seems that one relic didn't resonate well on the map. I think he will just take the relics. And with the transport ship, he shows the fish traps. So he will contest this side of the map because of the fish traps. Come on, Lighty, Lighty, Lighty! Argh will win the monk rush, the monk, the monk speed rush. I don't know how to say that. The monk race, not rush, race maybe. We have a transport ship, so we will have the possibility to land here and here for Lighty. That's nice, that's well played. And the transport ship here is destroyed, so that's a bad play. There is so many hulks here. And Ratas are making a nice play. But they are taking also a lot of damage from the chariots, I think. So just Ratas are maybe not the solution on against them, you know? Because if we can see a hit, no, we won't see a hit, sorry. But they seem to take a lot of damage, even if in melee mode they are correct answer. They seem to are not going enough fast, and they seem to have a lot of, how to say that, weakness to Argh, to be the best counter, the best answer to War Chariot, you know. We see so much Rata fight with against Mangonels, you know. I don't know how much time I was stayed silent. But we have so much Rata fight against War Chariot, and this Mangonel will be hard for Lighty to kill, unless he had some nice conversion, you know. But without any conversion, this will be quite hard to kill it. Well, he has his conversion, so this Rata should have gone faster on the Mangonel, because he's losing so much on this. And he will lose his Rata. And this castle will be denied. And that's because of the lack of efficient micro, you know? And still, he has a conversion, he doesn't try to kill the Mangonel. Now the Vil will kill the Mangonel. Oh, that's a really nice fight from Helical the villager, but he dies succeeding, but he killed a Mangonel by himself. Well played, Helical. I don't know why he made a transport ship if it is not to land and dock on this area and take stun freely from this area, you know. He will take it. He's taking the transport ship with so really he will land, I think. Yeah. And now we see the white feather guard, and white feather guards are kinda hard you need to counter because they are so much HP that they will be really hard to counter for anything. It's a really nice tank and a really nice anti-cavalry unit, you know. And Ratas are probably the worst unit against it, because they have a huge pierce armor. So even if ratas are fighting from a distance, you know, well, they will tank them because they have also huge HP. And if ratas are going in melee mode, they will gonna be destroyed because this unit have a 8 bonus against cavalry. And that's a really nice addition for Lighty. And now that he has the initiative for the combination of our army, he should drop his siege wardrop right in front of the base to prepare for his imperial age, you know. And I don't know why he's not doing that. Well, those white feather guard will die, but they can be really annoying. But that's also a terrible unit to try to counter a Mangonel because they have not many attacks in range, you know, attack in attack damage. They have only 7, you know, from basic, and they should have only forging. They do not have blast furnace, and the other one I don't know the name in English. Well, I think I don't know either the French name, so be it the +2. They don't have the +2 and they don't have the +4. So this unit has. Is a tank, is a mid shield, you know, but has so strong mid shield that it will be hard without any monks to counter this for Argh. And I think Argh isn't a monk player, and to improve and go to the next step, Argh may need to play more efficiently his monk. And we'll see elite white feather guards. And we are not seeing, we are seeing a crossbow transition, but we are not seeing any mounted traction trebuchet. And those traction treb are insane and needs to be done ASAP, you know. When you are hitting Imperial Age, you want to have traction trebuchet to counter other trebuchet, but also to have a huge push, because shoe traction treb are insane. They are going faster, so they are less killable, and that's a huge bonus, you know. And instead of that, we are going on crossbow, and I'm not sure that's the correct call right now, because he has already elite white feather guard. He just need to go with the +4 armor upgrade to have tanks that can be defeated by his opponent, you know. And we've seen a galley play. That's a nice galley play, but he needs to snowball on it and needs to counter that, you know. And without traction treb, well, Argh doesn't need to take any fights, you know. He will try to get the units that are far from Lighty, but he doesn't need to take any fight. He just have to stay under his castle, and Lighty just can't do anything, you know. That's why also that traction trebuchet are must-have for Lighty right now, because without them, well, they're just two armies sitting in face of one, sitting in front of each other, you know. And we will have elite rata. I didn't see if Argh clicked Pakes, but it seems not. Pakes will make the rata fire faster, and that's a nice upgrade too. And Lighty think he may think that he has a late game, you know, with white feather guards and orbs. And because he has, okay, he put some docks and making his fishing economy from here, that's smart. And he may think he has a late game, so he's just chilling, I think. But he can be punished. This castle shouldn't be up, I think. Lighty should contest it more efficiently, but he is not. And without the plus 4 armor defense, well, they are not trading as well as it should be, but they are still tanking a lot. That unit is insane for this role. The tankiness of this unit is huge. And now, he needs more traction trap. He needs 10 traction trap. He needs siege engineer, you know. Lighty will need to repair it, but he can repair it because he has the stone here and here. He also need to put another dock right here, but okay, it's okay. And his opponent doesn't have seen this from his opponent, so he can't have any impact on this. I'm not sure that's a good fight for Argh. I think Argh is overestimating the Ratta's play. And probably underestimating the White Feather Wards unit. See how this tank. They are 20 Rattas on them and they need 2 hits to kill them. That's so strong unit, you know. And now that the trap are killed, well, traction trap will just melt the castle, and the Arbalester with a unique bolt magazine upgrade. Well, they will melt the Ratta as a backline, a damage backline, you know. And we are making also, well, for now pikemen, but now skirms also as a mid shield unit. Pace is still not hit. Oh. I think this game is for Lighty, guys. I don't really know how you can defend this with only playing Rattas. I think Argh, I don't know, I didn't look at Argh profile, you know. But he may be a new player, you know, something that plays from not much time, that doesn't really know well the game and doesn't really know well the late game, how the late game should be played, you know. Because he has such a wonderful unit with Bengali, that Elephant Archer, and he's not making them at all. Maybe because of his echo wasn't balanced for that, but by 48 minutes, you should be able to balance your echo to switch to Elephant Archer. And yeah, game is one for Lighty. I think Argh is kind of new, a new very good player that is improving on his skills. What is his APM? Yeah. Is a huge APM as Lighty one, you know. And I think he doesn't know well the game. But, well, that doesn't... that is not an insult or anything like that. He just... I'm just saying this because that means that this man has a lot of potential, you know. And by now, the game is probably perfect. The tournament is probably perfect for him because he will learn a lot about thieves, about matchups, about how to play different map, and if he is as new as I think, he will improve a lot on the tournament, you know. And well, he actually plays really well, you know, but he can be really better, and might be able to match Tofu or Neos on the tournament, maybe on some games, if he's thinking well about the matchups and knowing better the Civ, he may be able to confront them, you know. Neos seems a bit too strong on the majority of the maps, because he has his own specialities, you know. But Tofu is winnable, you know. Let's go on the game 5, guys. We see another nice set, well, which is going to game 5, and game 5 will be slopes. And so Shu won against Bengalis, and on slopes, Lighty has the choice to play Franks or Britons against Tupies or Saracens. And if Lighty is playing Frank here and Argh is playing Saracens, he might be so much countered, you know. So I think Lighty, to prevent to be countered, will play Britons. And if I were Argh, I will probably play Saracens here instead of Tupi, because I'm not sure about how Tupi answers to long-range Archer Brits. And I'm not sure about how they counter scheme with also +1 range, you know. When I think Saracens can counter H Civ, you know. So I think it will be Britons against Saracens instead of Franks against Tupi. But we saw in Warlords and in the TTL that slopes, not in Warlords I think, but in the TTL, that slope is a nice map for fast castling. So we may see a fast castle Tupi. And I propose you to look at this. And for this last game, we will have Tupi against Britons. So the point of how Lighty can win this matchup, I think everything will be settled by how easily Argh is making his fast castle, because I think he will fast castle. I presume he will fast castle. So if I were Lighty, I will try to put a lot of pressure on him with a 4 mana time, maybe a play with Britons, and taking all the deer and the fishes on the side, and trying to have the maximum impact you can have, you know, to prevent him to collect stone, to collect wood, making him move. So maybe a mana time and then a forward archery range to really be impactful, you know. And for Argh, I will go on walling here, maybe here also. Oh, he saw his stone fast. He scooted his stone really fast. His scooting is insane at the time of the game. And he will wall here, here, and here, I think. And maybe here, here, and here. And he will have 2 wood lanes safe. He may have wanted to do his settlement here instead of here, to have a safe wood lane, you know, here. And just bring back, yeah, some deer. Oh, if I were Lighty, maybe I want to do a Dark Rush, you know, with militias, into a fast castle, and a fast castle crossbow, X-bows and crossbow. That may be the call also, because militia is better than 2-piece Champy. So the Champions can contest militia, you know. And so if you are going to a long rush with taking making a mill on both sides, you know, maybe you are going to 3 to 5 militias rush, something like that, and that makes you have a huge early impact that will prevent the fast castle. And you just have to expand a bit here and a bit here. But if you manage to do that, you may counter totally the fast castle, you know? It can be really interesting to see. I have one notification on Discord. Who is talking to me? Oh, it's Cedest. It was Cedest. Oh, Lighty told me goodbye, but my moderation prevent it. But I just seeing it, Lighty. I'm sorry. Have a good night, and hope you will going better and well. Why those villas aren't running here? I don't know. I should find because I'm using a chat, but can I have a vision of the chat? No, that's the chatter list. Can I have a moderation view of the chat with this tool to load when my bot is? Well, it's not even my bot. It's Twitch moderation rules, you know, that are preventing me for seeing chat. I don't know how I can manage that. Maybe I can remove that and try to have a ban thing or a timeout thing on the chat. Well, Lighty is rushing and he's well rushing. Loom is just going in, and I'm not sure that Lighty's seen that Loom was in right now, but oh, that's horrible. I hate when that is coming, but this Ville is a target now. And we have a Champy at arms in front of him, but Champys or and Lighty is clicking feudal, but a bit later, and he will lose his scouts right now. So. And Lighty with his, I think with his man at arm, with his militia, no, he didn't throw the stun. But he will see the stun, and he will see that his opponent isn't on stun. So that means that his opponent will play feudal age, at least. So he will be able to counter it. Oh, this Ville, this low HP Ville is here. Yeah, Argh saws it. I think we will see a farm here. And we'll have a fourth Champy runner at home. Champy at home, you know. And Lighty may. Well, if I were Lighty, I would have had so much more militias to click man at arms and be really annoying, you know, because man at arms are better than Champy's runner, you know. So I would just have clicked man at arms and with 2 or 3 more man at arms, you know. And I think Lighty is not defending well but he's lucky enough that Argh isn't targeting this zone, this area, you know. It just gets... And this will may die. No, he will just jump in the settlement. I think Lighty just is playing too much meta, you know. He shouldn't. He should have made more mana terms. He have really well denied this area, so his opponent doesn't have so much wood. Well, I'm saying it, but he's making an archer range, you know, and he has already 8 farms. But I think Lighty is playing this too meta. And against 2P, well, I think you don't have to fear to add more mana terms, you know, because mana terms, they will find on them. I think, yeah, they can move on the fish. So if you not wall here and not wall here, you can be punished, you know. Civil is running. It's going outside. Oh, come on, Lighty, what are you doing? And yeah, I think against champ PC, you need to do more mana terms, you know. Well, with the heal, this one will die. If Lighty blocks with the heal, he can save here, so, but he didn't. He could have blocked the champions for that, but well. Because they don't have a proper counter to mana terms, to early mana terms, you know. They have archers, but without if you are not counting on archers, champions are weak. All champions are weak against melee units, and they have no cav, and so they just can do archer to counter mana terms. So if you are starting mana terms and keep playing mana terms, you know, even scams are not enough, you know. A mana term with +1 defense armor will totally counter everything Argh is doing, you know. I think Rose Lugore is trying to... is fearing a bit her situation by walling here, but she seems to stay alive. And we'll see a scoot transition. I really dislike this scoot transition. I would have preferred more mana terms to be added. That will prevent Lighty to spend another 150, 75 wood on the stable, and he had already the economic to do that. And that idle time is huge for Argh. Lighty is overreacting, you know, and by overreacting, he's just giving his opponent the opportunity to make so much damage. I really dislike what Lighty is doing on this map right now. And Argh is taking this with the settlement. It's so nice for him that he had expanded. That's a nice feudal play from Argh. He's playing very well. Lighty will make another a lumber camp here, and maybe he will take some stone, but he will lose the access of his gold. Well, he doesn't really need it right now, but he should just back from with his wheels. And that's a nice castle age timing too. And that castle age is possible because he doesn't have any eco upgrade, but he will suffer right now from the reseeding of his farm economic, so he will need his 27 villagers will just need to well, they will just recolt wood for the reseeding, you know. But that let him gave him so much food income, with fast food income, that was very well played from him, you know. Lighty clicked too. Lighty doesn't want to lose this, but he will. And remember, before Lighty moved his economic here to here, he was 200 resources collected before. Devant. Comment on dit devant? He has 200 resources collected more than his opponent, and now he's behind 500, you know. And that's just because of the move of all these villas here and the move of all these villas here, you know. The late feudal play from Argh is just made him gave him probably the game, you know. Chainmail armor is less efficient than Champion Runner upgrade. He should have made first the Champion upgrade before making Chainmail armor, you know. And it costs less also. That's a nice reroll from Lighty. And with that late Champion Runner upgrade, well, Lighty can trade efficiently, and he will clean everything before the correct upgrades are made from Argh. So Argh made a huge mistake here. Lighty but he needs to focus on the archer with his scouts that he's not focusing. But Argh make a huge mistake here. But we have the other army that is coming, and that will have some impact on Lighty. He will need to rush it. He will need to put some units in this tower. Yeah, the town center are well positioned for Lighty. I like this one too. I would have preferred it here maybe for Argh, but I like this one too. And that's so much nice farm. You have 22 farms. You can play Champion Runners, and I think Champion Warriors. So, and I think Lighty is. I think he will be able to deal with it. I think with archers, with ballistic, so he will rush ballistic. But I'm not sure that you can deal with it, and more if you have a siege workshop that is going for in front of your base, you know. Not sure about it. I had a notification on Steam. What's the notification? Ah. Thank you, Shu, for the accent. I know that I have a nice accent, nice English accent. But I'm doing my best, you know. Answer me on the chat. It's hard for me to go back Windows. I can cast. Champion Runner are insane. The raiders are nice, you know. He's playing great. And we'll have a longbow play for Lighty. I kinda like the longbow play because longbow have better attack. I'm not sure that they have better attacks. Yes, they have one better attack. So they will be better against Champi runners, you know, Champi warriors, but they will also have they will also be how to say that, at the amp age they will have also more range than an arbalest. That can make the difference. We are seeing a trade base, and I think Argh could overstay a bit to kill the 7 villies that are too many here, because a TC town center just can have 15 vills on inside of it, so that means that 7 vill could be dead right now, because if he had just stayed a bit more on under the TC, you know. And a lot of people feared losing knights or losing units under the TC, but if you clean 7 vills and you are idling 15 more, it's always efficient, you know. And we have a scam transition. It's strange that Argh isn't playing at all his unit unique and the strength of his thieves. Yeah, maybe ballistic is less costly, and maybe skirmisher elite is less costly, but he doesn't have made any upgrade on the blacksmith. So Lighty is really well trading right here. And now the Lighty knows that there is ballistics. It should have just traded better. And that's where I don't understand Lighty, because he's getting raided by Champies and Skirms. There is no archer in front of him. Normal, si tu comprends rien, c'est un mode de jeu particulier. C'est-à-dire, c'est quoi que tu comprends pas? And he's against Champions and Skirm, and he's not making any knights, you know? He should just have gone knights with +2 armor. Well, la map, c'est une map de tournoi. Enfin, chaque carte a ses spécificités. Dans les tournois, t'as beaucoup de types de cartes différentes qui vont jouer sur des trucs différents, en fait. Mais sinon, les cives et tout, c'est un start normal de random map, quoi. Tu vois, tu starts avec 3 péons et derrière tu fais des trucs. Là, il joue une cive de l'extension, c'est peut-être pour ça que tu connais pas. Je sais pas. And that's a nice raid again from Argh. And this castle from Lighty, I don't know if I like it. I'm not sure that I'm liking it. Maybe here would have been better to control those gold. And that's what I said about losing vills because he couldn't enter vills. He took so much vill here and idle so much Lighty's economic that he's taking more and more advantage, you know, of this. And, we will see a ramp push, and Lighty, even if he knows it, it will be really hard to counter, because at all time he could have some champy runners that are sniping mangonels or going on this army. Oui, c'est à peu près normal que ça ressemble pas à la campagne. Mais si tu joues contre des bots, déjà tu vas voir que ça ressemble beaucoup plus à ça. And I don't know why Lighty isn't making any knights right now. We'll see. Oh, this push will be hard to contest. Yeah, he needs to repair this mangonel, but he can't repair the mangonel and kill this at the same time. So the castle may fall, but if he is not falling, it's a huge play. And Lighty is making petards to counter that. That's a nice play because petards have bonus damage against siege, so it's a nice counter play. It's a nice try at least. And repair it, Lighty, repair it. Yeah, nice. The castle will stay. Oh, that's huge for Lighty. If the castle stays up, that's huge. Lighty, you should repair it really fast. That's a huge thing for Lighty. A nice option for the win for Lighty, but he has no production, and I think his gold income is bad, and his economic seems to have a lot of idle economy, you know. These two can be awful to counter because they can take so much. I don't know why they are not fighting. And Lighty doesn't have expanded to the side, so Lighty is facing some troubles, you know, because he still doesn't have expanded here. And it could have been a better town center here, and he could have, but still he has his main goal, and I think he's not seeing it somehow, and that means that the production stopped from Lighty, but economies from Argh still is improving and gaining, you know. That push is kinda nice because he's making Lighty to defend and drop a bit the pressure here. And well, yeah, that's what I was thinking about. A push here can be game breaker for Argh, and I think the ram are going here. And Lighty, because he's so stubborn in playing Archer, he won't be able to counter that. I don't know why all my Padawans are so stubborn, you know. I try to teach them how to be flexible, and they are not flexible at all. Okay. That's a nice deal with that. A castle now and another town center. He may have made here also at the same time as the last time. We have another siege workshop that is producing rams. Does 2P have siege ram? Yes, 2P have siege ram. Siege ram is brutal against Britons. And especially if the Britons doesn't make any knights, you know, because you have knights with a +4 armor upgrade, and he also have infantry full upgrade, but he's just making archers. Why, Lighty, are you doing that? Town center here, it's a nice town center, and Lighty will lose. He will get eaten here, tiny bit by tiny bit, by the ram push and the skirms. Rather, okay. We'll see chemistry soon, I think. Merci pour le flow. We are seeing capped ram before chemistry. Okay. And we'll see ring archer armor. That's the last upgrade for the scheme. That's a nice upgrade, making the scheme having 8 defense instead of 6. Lighty is giving his Mangonel. It should be repaired. Lighty repair it. Chemistry is now done for Argh. Okay. The 2 champion runners that were here are here now. And again, Lighty didn't take any relics, and his opponent is starting to take them. So we have 8 longbow. That's a huge upgrade that gives them 1 more range and 1 more attack. That's a huge upgrade, but they still still no other unit than longbow, you know. And he will need to have any other unit because he will need to counter skirms. He will need to counter Blackwood archers that are protect right now. He will need more castles and not lose the castle against Trebuchet. And he may need to take Yeoman that is giving Foot Archer and Skirmisher +1 range. And that's I didn't know that there was an upgrade on Watchtower line also on Yeoman, but that's an expensive upgrade, so you're welcome. Comment tu vas? And this castle will probably fall because Lighty has nothing to contest right now. He is trying to make a switch, a light cap switch. And the Blackwood Archer will be annoying. And I think Lighty is making always the wrong choices, because how to counter a 2P? Well, with your own Werewolf Trap, you can counter 2P's trap, you know, because your trap will have 100% accuracy, and you will counter them. And he's trying to make some switch, and not, how to say that, he's not making the move that can make him win more time, you know. Ouais. Ah, ça va, merci Arkan. Et ouais, super fort. En fait, ce qui est super fort, c'est que tu les prods 2 par 2 et que ça te prend quasiment pas de pop, je crois en plus. Donc là, je suis pas sûr. Ça prend peut-être 1 de pop. C'est assez faible en termes de stats, mais vu que tu les prods 2 par 2, bah tu te retrouves toujours avec une base que tu peux reprod et tu peux trade, et c'est assez meurtrier en vrai. Et tu fais beaucoup d'overkill contre ce genre d'archer en plus, donc bah par contre, pour un coup de Mangono, ça pleure sa maman. And we'll have a team transition for Lighty. And the scheme transition that can be nice as a transition, but he's losing all his economy and he's losing access to his gold also, and he have no gold here, losing access to this gold, and he have lost the access to this gold. So right now Lighty is out of gold, and he will lose because he's out of gold, you know. So he sold 100,000 stone. But you want to keep that stone to secure another gold, so that's a suicidal move, you know. It's a desperate move that Lighty just made, because that means even if he can reclaim this area, he wouldn't be able to secure it, you know. But he seems to not be able to secure any area right now, so And now that Lighty has only one castle, he couldn't produce more longbows, but anyway, he doesn't have gold to produce longbows. He doesn't have taken any relics, or if he's managing to keep that secret, it can be game changer right now. Still no relics taken from Lighty, so he doesn't have any gold. And he needs to micro. The longbow could be behind everything, and the skirm could be in front. Lighty was so well in this game. I don't know how he lost, but look at Argh. He has a 11,000 food in the bank. 11,000. He just could overspam Lighty with Champion Warrior, Age 4 Champion Warrior that can close the game totally. But he's not. He's just making his skirms and Blackwood Archer. I don't know why. He sold 4,000 food for 1,000 gold. And still have so much resources. He played really well his economic grade and his push where he's doing pushes. I really think that his main weakness is his knowledge of the game. Lighty is trying to reclaim his gold, but he can't really contest anything. And he can't contest. He needs to save this castle, but he won't be able to save it, I think. I would have loved seen more siege ramp from Argh, you know, also. And Champi Warrior is a nice answer to what Lighty is making, because Champi will hold very well against light calves, and they will take less damage from longbows. So. Ouais, ça doit coûter un demi-pop, je pense, un Blackwood Archer. Yeah, Occupy one. Half population space. Comme un carambit en fait, mais à distance quoi. And now that Lighty is out of gold, he has no unit that can counter this, I think. Maybe Light Cav will be the better thing that can trade against that. Très beau rôle. Il a grossi, mais Mais en vrai, je pense que c'est contre-intuitif, mais je pense que tu dois jouer Infanterie Skirm à la place de Lighty. Infanterie Skirm et Treb. Ouais, c'est fumé. Well, anyway, Lighty seems to hold this difficult situation where he was with having no access to gold, and he managed to have some access, and now he's fighting back very well, and the longbows are making amazing play, amazing trades against the 2Ps. And now that he has the Omen, well, selling stone was the worst move, I think. Because now that I know that Yeoman is also a bonus to keep, You can just put some keeps to keep the zone, you know, instead of putting some castle. But that means you can not do more longbows. So it's quite hard to think about it, you know. Anyway, the champions red are making Lighty going down and down and will count, and you see the economic KD is 130 for 21, so and those champions are making a huge work. And Lighty has built, I think, another castle here, and I'm not thinking that's a great castle. He should have made one castle here to hold the area from reds. And I think it will be game soon. Doesn't have take Werewolf yet. It doesn't have any relics. Yes, he took at least one relic, I think it seems. But this castle will fall. He can't contest it. Werewolf is clicked. Oh! So maybe. Werewolf will be clicked, but Light Cav are getting killed here by champions. And he has so much resources. Well, you can fight it with village, fighting. Argh is playing so well in the unit production, in the micro, in the multitasking. He's making so much pressure everywhere, you know. And he is winning because he is able to put pressure everywhere on the map. Meanwhile, Lighty just can defend at one side with his longbow, and the other side are getting punished, you know. If this castle goes up, it could be hard for Lighty. And now the trebuchet has Werewolf. The trebuchet is killing all the treb with 100% accuracy. So in 3 shots, the castle needs to tank 3 more shots. Because in 3 shots, the treb will kill this. You see? 100% accuracy is huge. And the castle hold. Okay. But Lighty lost access to his gold again, and now he doesn't have enough gold to even produce one trebuchet, you know. And because he didn't took the relic faster, well, he has no income from relic. Meanwhile, his opponent already have 1,000 gold, and if you look at it, he has, without it, his opponent wouldn't have any gold, you know. I think Argh is really will improve in this tournament. I can't wait to see him play at the round 4, you know, because he's able to do so much things. He will be insane, I think. This seems to be the end for Lighty. Because he can't contest here. He's starting to get some to get raided. He lost his trebuchet too, so he won't have any gold to repair anything. I think it's time to say GG, Lighty. Well, usually you wait being under 100 population, but this seems to be the end. Yeah. I don't know how Lighty can have some hope right now, you know. This seems to be the end, I think, of this huge match by the victory of Argh. Yeah, well played, Argh. That was a very nice match for you. That was a very nice match. Impressive. So guys, I will let you on this for tonight. I wanted to cast also a game from Andao, but Andao didn't make but not Andao, but with the thing that happened to my dog, I don't really have the time to cast it right now. I may cast it tomorrow. We'll see each other tomorrow morning, and maybe for ladder time, because I don't want to. I have no more set to cast right now of the run 2, you know. So we'll see each other tomorrow morning for a ladder, and it will be in French, okay? I know English speaking right now. So I will read you, and I don't know where right now, but I will find. Yeah, we'll probably read. Oh, well, we will read C-Scan. C-Scan is the actual top 2 French player. So feel free to stay and say him hi. He will be glad, you know. Have a good day, guys, and see you tomorrow morning at 6:45 GMT. See you.